Good morning. This is Apostle William D. McGee Jr. Today, May 13th.
Do you ever feel like
when you hear this one, it's serious?
Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about something that we all know about. Slavery, civil rights, racism, ethnocentrism, black, African, white, Hispanic, Oriental. But I want to talk to you a little bit about that. Now, let's talk about it, shall we? We know that we live in a country that had slavery for over 200 years. We also know that we live in a country that have a lot of people that immigrate from other places that do not go through the melting pot, same as the slaves did when they came in. We have those that sold that were indentured servants, that they came in and they were able to purchase themselves out of bondage after 7 years. When you have the other ones that were not able to purchase themselves out after 7 years because they were slaves brought here in chains from Africa. Yet, this is 2014, and apparently the same thing still plagues everyone. But here's the kicker. The slavery, when the slaves were free after the Civil War, those in control behind the scenes allowed this slavery to end, right? From the Civil War. And you're like, okay, the slaves were freed on June 19th. That's why you celebrate June 19th. Okay. But were they really free? If the slave masters were the ones that we thought we seen was out front, what would you think about those slave masters that are hidden from view? The Illuminati, the Masonics, the Masons. These Masons and that sit behind the scenes, Eastern Star, Shriners, all these guys that are the puppet masters behind the United States, behind things that go on everywhere. You see, we were told that they came to the United States so that they could worship God freely. Yet we know that they came running away from the Queen of England, breaking away from England, and they even went to war with England, so that they wouldn't have to pay tithes or their taxes and still be up under the Roman Catholic Church. But as the years went by,
know what to do. It could hurt you in a different way. It's a bomb. Can cover.
The war came. We had civil rights. The slaves came in. They brought them in. We had the civil rights issue with Martin Luther King, and Martin Luther King knew something. He knew something else was about. Yes, it was bigger than civil rights. Civil rights was easy. Civil rights was an easy push. Oh yeah, it had its ups and downs in the South. Oh yeah, it had all that going on in the South. Racism, ethnocentrism, Poor People's March, all that was one little thing, civil rights. So what I want you to do today, I'm doing this because of the class, called The Class on Facebook. And in the classroom, or in the class, we're going to talk about a lot of different things. This is one of them. We have so many Black Americans caught up in the African American thing, saying, well, I'm an African. No, you're not. You're not an African. You're an American that just so happened to be black. Martin Luther King Jr. wanted us by now to be diverse, that we're able to move beyond race, beyond racism, beyond gender, beyond those 5 key areas: race, gender, religion. Now we have others in there: disability, sex, whether male or female, gender, and now we have sexual preference has been added to that, whether we're gay, lesbian, or straight. But none of that should matter. None of that should matter. But you know what? It does. You know why it does? Because those powers that sit behind the scenes, those principalities, as so many of these ministers claim the powers and principalities in high places. Well, guess what? Powers is a group of angels. Principalities is a group of angels. Thrones are a group of angels. All these are different angels, and this is what Paul saw when he said there are powers and principalities in high places. Yep, they're high, and not only are they high, but they're in dark places as well, because we have a lot of fallen angels that are on the earth, with legions of other demons with them at their disposal. Okay. But today I want to talk to you a little bit about the behind the scenes thing with the Illuminati. I don't always hear me talking about the Illuminati, but they're for real. Don't think for a moment that they're not for real. Yeah, you see the Masons, you see the Eastern Stars, you see the Shriners, but guess what? Those are the public known ones. We have the ones that are hidden. We have the corporations. The corporations is what killed Martin Luther King. Not James Earl Ray. James Earl Ray was just a distraction, and he didn't even kill him. There were other players on that day. But I can't even talk to you about slavery, racism. Okay? Now, here's a thought. My time is running. Here's a thought. You say that the president is responsible for other people holding, he hasn't played the race ticket. Why should he? He don't have to play the race ticket. Especially when you go up and you sit there and you're looking behind the scenes. See, the puppet masters talk to the puppet. Say, this is what you do. If you have a pencil or paper, I want you to sit right here and I want you to write down and circle all these areas. I want you to circle, write the word slavery and circle it. Put USA on top. Okay? Slavery. I didn't say blacks or whites, I said slavery. Okay? Next, I want you to go and write the word civil rights and circle it. Alright? Next, I want you to write sports and circle it. Next, I want you to write entertainment and circle it. Next, I want you to go and write peace, accord, and circle it. Next, I want you to go and write religion and circle it. Now, here's the thing. Each one of the things that you have circled is a major area in America. Also, these are all distractions to keep the many distracted from knowing what the few or even the one is doing. I'm Apostle William D. McGee here at You Are the Church of Living God Ministry. If you'd like to hear a little bit more about what I'm talking about, come and visit me on Facebook or shoot me an email at wmcgeejer@yahoo.com, and we can talk about it a little bit more. Shalom. Peace be unto you until we meet again.